Words cannot express how happy I am to have Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation back. We're on part 2, episode 1. I watched the episode, absolutely loved it. So let's jump into it. It is so funny how fast these episodes go through. And I remember that being a case when we were watching part 1 about you get into the episode, you just completely get lost in it. And then before you know it, it's over and you're going, wait. That was a full episode. I guess it's because the pacing's so perfect. And it looks so beautiful, and you just get sucked into it. But yeah, I had quite a bit of Scooby-Doo action happening in this episode. One character walks this way, the other one just kind of crosses path, and they don't see each other. They're teasing Roxy so bad, and it's bothering me. Which is interesting, because they technically had Roxy see Eris, so I'm guessing she doesn't know who Eris is. I know that she was helping them find Rudy, but I guess that she may not know about Eris. I have to check back on the other episode, the end of the last season, to see if she was notified of Eris. I know that she knew that Rudy had disappeared, but I don't know that she knows who Eris is. But yeah, obviously we find out that the cost of getting off the island or the continent to get back home is quite expensive, and so they have to figure out a way to pay for that. At some point, Rudy ends up meeting the man god, and the man god decides to tell him a new way of helping him, which is to go down this alley after buying some stuff, and we come to find out, yeah, it's this demon empress lady who is quite a character. I kind of mentioned the first season, I didn't really like too much that her character design was so foreign to the rest of the show, but at the same time, she's a demon empress, so I guess technically it makes sense that she's different looking, but yeah, feeds her and she goes crazy and grants him a wish. Which every wish he asks for, she's like, I can't do that. I want all the money. I don't have any money. Well, give me half the world. Well, I haven't even conquered the world yet. Well, give your body. Well, okay, sure. But wait, I have a fiance, so I can't do that. Yeah, Rudy still being pervy Rudy himself, so that has definitely not changed. I mean, hearing people moaning and his getting all excited about Eddie's taking her. Yeah, it's Rudy being Rudy still. Yeah, eventually she offers one of her eyes. Apparently she has like 13 eyes, demon eyes within herself, and that's one thing she can grant, so she grants him an eye, and he doesn't realize what she's talking about. She just gouges his eye out and puts one in there. This is like a foresight eye that allows him to foresee some time ahead, which it kind of explains that the amount of mana he offers increases the length in which he can see forward. I think he says that it's up to 2 seconds. And of course, he used this to beat Eris, which is really unfortunate. I knew at the time, like, dude, you're really gonna mess up with her confidence. She's already kind of, I guess, very touchy about that kind of subject. She's been pushing so hard to reach him, and now he basically just showed, you're nowhere near me. And it was, I like that he kind of points it out as this idea that she's been training so hard, but yet I just randomly was given this. And she was even talking about going to see if she can find this demon so she can get it too. But yeah, really a downer for her, because we've seen early in the episode where she ended up, yes, Ryujerd was technically distracted, but it still was a thing where she got a hit in, and she was super excited about that. Her level just bumped up, and then of course what Rudy does is pretty much bring it back down. So that was kind of sad. Ryujerd did technically mention the idea that he's surprised how well Rudy had got used to the eye, because he knew a super that actually had the eye, and he took a lifetime and didn't master it. So he was kind of surprised by how well Rudy did, because Rudy is an overpowered main character. He's got to know it. But yeah, at the end of the episode, we obviously have Rudy kind of starting to get upset at the fact that he hasn't gotten them home yet, and it's been taking too long. He can't find a way. And he doesn't want to force them getting across by using some sort of illegal matter, because he knows that Ryujerd would not like that. So he goes to actually go sell the staff that Eris gave him, which is unfortunate because it was a gift from her. And Ryujerd ends up stopping him. He's like, I'm going to go to brothel. He's like, you're going to bring a staff with you? He's like, well, sometimes they have mage things they want to get into, a role play. Ryujerd's like, well, you're going to sell my necklace, Nick. I thought we got a trust going with us, and here you are sneaking out and taking all this upon yourself. He actually eventually agrees the idea of, well, I'm going to allow you to do something illegal in order to get us off this island. I'll overlook it for now, because I've failed to get you guys where you need to go. This is my fault. So apparently they're going to do some smuggling stuff in order to get it done, and that's how they're going to get off the island. And that's when Gallus, this guy that Rudy saved from a pot, ends up stepping forward to thank him, and maybe he's the guy that's going to give them the options they need for smuggling or whatever they're going to do to get off the island or off the continent. Yeah, like I said, fantastic episode, just looked amazing. Like, even like this scene just opens up the first part of the episode, and it's just like this really great animation of Eris running up to the beach. Obviously her first time seeing the beach, so she was super excited. He was about to take off all her clothes, and he's like, I wouldn't do that. There's monsters in there. Not only Eris is upset, but Rudy has to be upset because he's a perv. But yeah, the sparring scene between Eris and Rizur just looked absolutely fantastic. Kishirika was way overly animated, just a really crazy looking character, but really, really funny scene with her. I think it was a great little introduction, kind of having this aspect of him playing into her. At the time, you just think that he's playing into her delusions of grandeur, but obviously she's not. Technically, she's supposedly this just resurrected demon empress. But yeah, that was a goofy little scene between the two of them, and obviously again playing into the elements of perviness, but also the appeasing her for what she wants, which is to be, you know, looked up to. Was super happy to see Roxy. Like I said, most of the last season we didn't really get much Roxy, and to have her back in the picture is great. I'm curious how long it's going to take for them to finally bump into each other. It seems like they have all these crossing path points, and like I said, I would assume that she knew who Eris was, but apparently not. Like I said, I think the letter was specifically a request from his father to everybody to help him find his son, not necessarily Eris, but I thought that they said something about Eris being in there as well, because obviously she's a gray rat. I also like the fact that they had this whole moment where everybody got cool nicknames except for Rudy. Yeah, really exciting. Really super excited for the season. I will be definitely covering this on a weekly basis. Just so much stuff to really dive into. Unfortunately, a lot of kind of setup right now. Obviously, we're probably going to be getting into some way of getting off the continent through illegal methods. How that's going to turn out, we'll have to wait to see. Really hoping we don't have Rudy end up leaving Roxy behind. I'm assuming this guy's going to offer some way of helping them, but it's going to require them to do something on the continent. I don't think literally next episode they're getting off the continent. I think this is probably going to be something they're going to stick with for a while. Yeah, hopefully Roxy gets with them quickly. I don't want to, obviously, I think Roxy would probably have the money to get him off the island, so I don't think that's going to be the case, but hopefully not too long, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, great stuff. Definitely looking forward to more. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below. Comment, let me know what's thought of the episode. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video if you can. Support us on Patreon if you can. We definitely appreciate everybody does. And like I said, make sure to stick with us on a weekly basis. I will be covering this show. And y'all take care.